Good evening and welcome to the KDA Friday Bulletin, your trusted source for weekly updates on defense, from operational highlights to the latest developments at the Ministry of Defense. I'm your host, Sergeant Kasim Ali, and these are our top stories tonight. Defense Cabinet Secretary Honorable Soipantuya leads tree planting exercise at Konza City. Chief of the Defense Forces visits Kenya Defense Forces soldiers in Moyale and Elwak. Joint Command and Staff College hosts symposium on information disinformation. Commander Kenya Navy leads sailors in naval physical readiness test. To our first story, the Cabinet Secretary for Defense, Honorable Soipantuya, accompanied by the Commander Kenya Air Force, Major General Fatuma Ahmed, presided over the large-scale tree planting initiative at Konza City. The event, organized by the Ministry of Defense in collaboration with the Kenya Air Force, was part of the government's broader commitment to environmental conservation, biodiversity restoration, and climate change mitigation. In her address, Honorable Soipan emphasized on the Ministry of Defense's significant role in national sustainability efforts. She reaffirmed the government's commitment to increasing vegetation cover to 10% by 2030 and highlighted the ministry's ambitious target of producing 800 million trees over the next decade, with a mandate to grow 500 million of them, contributing to 3% of the national target. Take a look.
Through the Environmental Soldier Program, we have made remarkable progress, having already planted over 60 million trees. However, we do acknowledge that this mission is far greater than what any one single institution can achieve alone.
Speaking at the event, Major General Fat Mohammed commended the participants for their dedication and underscored the importance of sustained commitment to environmental conservation.
Environmental security is a critical component of national security. Thus, taking into consideration the critical role that the Ministry of Defense plays in the national security ecosystem.
In a similar event, Kenya Defense Forces troops stationed at Moyale Order Camp joined other stakeholders in a tree planting initiative aimed at promoting environmental conservation and food security in observance of the International Day of Forest Planting. The event brought together representatives from the County Commissioner's Office, the National Police Service, Kenya Forest Service, Kenya Wildlife Service, and students from Order Secondary and Order Mixed Primary Schools.
Still on the Defense Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Soipantuya hosted a high-level security meeting at the Defense Headquarters, bringing together leadership from the Ministry of Interior and National Administration, led by the Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen. The meeting, chaired by Honorable Tuya, focused on assessing the security situation in the North Rift region, where the multi-agency operation Maliza Uhalifu has been going on since February 2023. Additionally, the leadership reviewed the status of the National Police Service Level 4 Hospital in Bagathi. The Ministry of Defense managed the hospital's construction and outfitting before transferring it to the Ministry of Interior in May last year. The facility is designed to offer healthcare services to members of the National Police Service, Kenya Defense Forces, and their dependents. The Chief of the Defense Forces, General Charles Kahariri, delivered a keynote address at the inaugural public lecture hosted by the National Intelligence Research University. The event, organized under the theme Kenya's Evolving National Security Landscape, brought together leaders from various sectors to discuss Kenya's security challenges, strategic positioning, and the evolving role of intelligence in an increasingly complex world.
Professional militaries, professional intelligence services are critical for stability and security of states.
the Chief of Defence Forces addressed internal security concerns, noting that Kenya's expanding democratic space and heightened public awareness require strategic leadership to maintain stability. He urged policymakers, intelligence analysts and security professionals to provide forward-looking insights to help the nation navigate an unpredictable global environment while protecting and advancing its national interests.
Security does not just belong to those of us that are practitioners in the security sector. It boils down to each and every individual citizen, both from the public and the private sector, to properly secure the country.
The Chief of the Defence Forces, General Charles Kahariri, visited Kenya Defence Forces soldiers deployed in Moyale in Marsabit County and Elwak in Mandera County. During his visit, he met troops stationed at Moyale's Order Camp and Elwak Forward Operating Base, commending their dedication to fostering peace, security and stability in the border areas between Kenya, Ethiopia and Somalia.
During his visit, the Chief of Defence Forces further highlighted the importance of restoring normalcy in border areas such as Sololo and Dukana in Moyale, which have been staging grounds for armed groups threatening regional security. At Elwak Forward Operating Base, General Kahariri commended the soldiers for their cooperation with other multi-agency security forces working to pacify the region. He urged soldiers to remain vigilant and also conveyed goodwill message to Muslim soldiers in observance of the holy month of Ramadan. Additionally, the Chief of Defence Forces held a meeting with the Ethiopian National Defence Forces leadership in Moyale town, where they discussed matters of peace and security in the border region.
The Defence Principal Secretary, Dr. Patrick Mariru, presided over the opening ceremony of the 3rd Kenya Defence Forces Medical Scientific Conference held under the theme Integrating Research and Innovation in Healthcare for a Mission-Ready Force. The two-day event is taking place at a Nairobi hotel. In his remarks, Dr. Mariru emphasized the significance of the conference, highlighting it as a testament to the Kenya Defence Forces medical fraternity's commitment to advancing healthcare through research, science, and innovation.
To preside over this year's 3rd Kenya Defence Forces Medical Scientific Conference. This gathering is a testament to the collective commitment of the KDF medical fraternity to the advancement of healthcare through research, science, and innovation.
Vice Chancellor, National Defence University Kenya, Lieutenant General Jenson Mutai, commended the efforts of medical researchers, healthcare professionals, and military medical practitioners in embracing technological advancements in both peacetime healthcare and battlefield medicine.
The strength of a force is measured not only by its strategic and tactical capabilities, but also by its ability to safeguard the physical and mental well-being of the service members.
Major General Dr. George Nganga, the Director of Medical Services, emphasized that integrating research and innovation into KDF healthcare systems enhances medical preparedness in both military and civilian contexts.
This conference has become a very important event in our KDF medical corridor, and because it brings all the medical personnel from all corners of the country to come and think together, discuss the research they are doing all over, so that we can improve our patients and healthcare delivery as per our mandate.
The KDF Medical Scientific Conference is an annual event that brings together experts in research, clinical medicine, and medical innovation to exchange knowledge, debate critical issues, and explore advancements that shape the future of military healthcare.
The Defence Principal Secretary, Dr. Patrick Mariru, hosted a delegation from Austria led by Dr. Arnold Kamel, the Secretary General and Defence Policy Director at Austria's Ministry of Defence. Dr. Kamel's visit to the Defence Headquarters marks the successful conclusion of a training program conducted by the Austria Armed Forces for the Regional Center on Small Arms and Light Weapons at the Humanitarian Peace Support School. This initiative underscores the shared commitment of both nations to enhancing regional security through capacity building and knowledge exchange. The National Defence College in collaboration with the Center for Parliamentary Studies and Training, participated in a 3-day capacity building workshop aimed at strengthening Kenya's national security leadership and governance. The workshop brought together members of the National Assembly's Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations, along with senior military officials, to ensure legislators' understanding of national security, intelligence and foreign policy. The goal was to equip them with the knowledge necessary for effective oversight and decision-making.
Speaking at the workshop, the committee chairperson, Honorable Nelson Koech, emphasized on the importance of parliamentary oversight on security matters, particularly in addressing transnational threats, regional stability, and strategic global partnerships. Established in 1992, the National Defense College has played a pivotal role in shaping Kenya's security leadership through advanced training and strategic level engagements. This partnership with Parliament is expected to strengthen national security governance and ensure informed policy making in response to emerging threats.
The Joint Command and Staff College hosted its second symposium themed "The Rise of Disinformation and Its Impact on National Security." The event sought to address how disinformation manipulates public perception and behavior and the social consequences it generates, particularly concerning national security. The symposium brought together participants from the Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Interior, security experts, and scholars to confront the growing threat of disinformation in today's world.
Information campaigns frequently orchestrated by different actors, and as the commandant says, the adversary will always aim to take advantage of this. And these actors, of course, pose a significant threat to the erosion of trust in our institutions, manipulating public sentiment, and destabilize our social fabric.
In a keynote address under the sub-theme Psychological Warfare, How Fake News Manipulates Public Perception and Behavior, Brigadier Paul Njuguna, KDF's Chief of Strategic Communications, explained that in today's hyper-connected world, disinformation has evolved into a sophisticated weapon used to destabilize social order, fuel unrest, and exploit human psychology.
The first thing to deal with disinformation is information, and that is fact. So when we are encountered with issues of disinformation, we first of all try and find out what are the facts, and then we feed the disinformation with the factual information that we have.
The symposium reflects JCSC's commitment to developing strategic leadership, training for military officers from the Kenya Defense Forces and allied countries, equipping them with necessary knowledge and skills to tackle Kenya's and Africa's emerging challenges.
The National Defense University Kenya officially launched Volume 2, Issue 2 of its National Security Journal at the university seat in Lanet, Nakuru. This milestone marks a significant step in advancing research and policy discourse on defense, security, and strategy. The journal, themed Navigating Security and Governance in Contemporary Africa, Multi-Agency Approaches, Emerging Threats, and Sustainable Peace, focuses on human security in Kenya and the broader African region, addressing prevailing and emerging social, economic, and political challenges.
Speaking at the event, Major General Shume emphasized the increasing complexity of global, regional, and national security environments, highlighting the need for a proactive defense and security sector.
The journal represents more than just pages of academic discourse. It is a beacon of intellectual rigor and strategic thought, a bridge between theory and practice, and a crucial resource for those dedicated to safeguarding our nation's future.
As Kenya's premier institution for defense and strategic studies, NDUK aims to foster research that informs national security strategies, promotes homegrown solutions, strengthens collaboration between academia and defense forces, and supports evidence-based security policies.
Crossing over to our Muslim faithfuls as they gear up for Eid al-Fitr, The Commander Kenya Air Force Major General Fatuma Ahmed joined the Kenya Air Force Muslim fraternity and their families for iftar at the Moi Air Base Mosque. The event fostered unity and gratitude among Kenya Air Force Muslims faithful as they observe the holy month of Ramadan. The preparation for iftar brought together military personnel and their families, creating more than just a tradition, but rather an opportunity to strengthen unity, cultivate a deep sense of belonging among the soldiers at the base.
Similarly, Commander Kenya Navy Major General Paul Otieno hosted iftar dinner for Muslim personnel of the Kenya Defence Forces in the Coast Region at the Kenya Navy Mosque in Mombasa. In his remarks, Major General Otieno expressed his heartfelt appreciation for the opportunity to join the Muslim community on this significant occasion.
I want to thank God for the opportunity of allowing us to share what we know and what we have learned.
Switching gears to the northeastern region, Kenya Defence Forces troops operating in Mandera County conducted a civil-military cooperation initiative at Eresuki Village, Mandera Central Sub-County. During the engagement, community elders highlighted the negative impact of terrorism on socio-economic development and urged the residents to reject radicalization and violent extremism. Reinforcing the message, the KDF team emphasized how such activities derail government-led development efforts. As part of the initiative, KDF troops organized a medical camp where over 200 residents received treatment for common ailments. The Military Wives Association of Kenya had the honor of hosting the Malawi Defence Forces Spouse Association for a benchmarking visit aimed at fostering collaboration and sharing best practices to enhance the welfare of military families. The visit provided an opportunity for both associations to compare initiatives, evaluate their impact, and identify programs that could benefit military spouses and their families.
The group visited the Kahawa Garrison Primary School's Special Needs Unit, where MWAC has undertaken refurbishments and equipped the facility to better serve children with special needs. The entourage also visited Embakasi Garrison, where they were welcomed by Brigadier Peter Limo, the Managing Director of Defence Forces Welfare Services. The visit underscored the importance of strengthening ties between military spouse associations across nations and developing initiatives that uplift and empower military families.
Commander Kenya Navy Major General Paul Otieno joined Kenya Navy sailors for their Naval Physical Readiness Test held at the Kenya Navy Base Mtongwe. The Naval Physical Readiness Test ensures that sailors are in peak physical condition, enabling them to effectively carry out the demanding roles and responsibilities required by the Kenya Navy.
Major General Otieno commended the commitment and dedication of the Kenya Navy personnel, highlighting the critical role physical fitness plays in the Navy's overall success. He emphasized that while the Naval Physical Readiness Test is a routine assessment, it is the effort, determination, and resilience displayed during the exercise that truly reflects the Kenya Navy's readiness. The commander's involvement not only motivated the sailors, but also fostered a sense of camaraderie and unity, strengthening morale and reinforcing the shared commitment to the Kenya Navy's mission.
5, 6, 7, up.
Get ready for an extraordinary event at one of the most breathtaking locations in the world. Welcome to the 16th CISM World Military Golf Championship, happening from June 22nd to June 29th, 2025 at Diamond's Laser Beach and Golf Resort in Diani, Kenya. Join us as military golfers from around the globe compete for the prestigious title in a spectacular setting. Experience the thrill of competition on our world-class golf course designed to challenge the best while surrounded by the natural beauty of Kenya's coastline. This championship isn't just about golf, it's about camaraderie, cultural exchange, and forging friendships across borders. Witness the spirit of sportsmanship as military personnel unite for a week of competition and connection. Mark your calendars. June 22nd to June 29th, 2025, the 16th CISM World Military Golf Championship at Diamonds Leisure Beach and Golf Resort. Whether you are a participant or a spectator, this is an event you won't want to miss. Join us for an unforgettable week of golf, friendship and adventure in beautiful Diani, Kenya. 16th CISM Golf Championship. Friendship through sport. For sponsorship and support, email us through cizmkenya@mod.go.ke. And that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. We look forward to your engagement with us via our official social media handles and your company next Friday for the KDA Friday Bulletin. The Kenya Defense Forces wishes all Muslim brothers and sisters a joyous and peaceful Eid al-Fitr. May this special occasion bring unity, hope and prosperity to our nation. As we celebrate, let us embrace the values of compassion, gratitude and togetherness. Eid al-Mubarak. Taqabbal Allahu minna wa minkum. I've been your host, Sergeant Kasim Ali. Goodbye and be blessed.